Hi, Claire here from CK Chemistry. I'm making a really quick video just to say good luck to all the A-level students who are getting their exam results tomorrow, but also because I really wanted to say 5 things that I think pretty much every student needs to do this year before you go and collect your results. So, first of all, we're hoping that you've done really well, that you've got what you want. But at the end of the day, this is a really tricky year. We know that exam results are not going to be the same as they have been for the last couple of years. By doing these 5 things now and making sure you're ready for whatever happens, it just means that you can be more relaxed. And if everything goes to plan, you haven't really wasted very much time. Really simple things that you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is actually face it and think about what the scenarios could be. Okay, you cannot just assume that, yes, everything is going to go exactly how I want it to go. We don't want to get into anxiety. We just want to think, okay, what are the scenarios? And for most students, there's really only going to be like 4 or 5 possibilities. Seems like a lot. Let me talk you through them. Scenario number 1, you get the grade you want. You get the place you want. Perfect. No problems. Enjoy. Scenario number 2, you don't get the grade for your firm offer, but you get your grade for your insurance place. Now, you actually need to think, do you want your insurance place? Because some people, they put the insurance place in, as insurance, and it might not be the best place for you to end up. You may have just kind of put it on your UCAS form when you hadn't really researched it maybe. So you need to think about, if I do get into my insurance place, do I actually want it? Okay, what about if you don't get either? Okay, if you've not got the grades for either, particularly if maybe your insurance place was not much different, then you need to think about 2 options. Your options are clearing or gap year. So you need to think to yourself, sit down, are either of those going to work for me? And we'll talk about clearing in a moment. And, realistically, if I was really against a gap year, why? Because they can be really great. So think about, could I do one? What would I do if I did do a gap year? What experience could I get? Where would I go? What would I do? Could I get some work somewhere? Okay, and there is a final possibility. So we're talking about scenarios. You could get the grades for insurance, not get either grades, or you could overachieve. Okay, so every year some students really beat their predicted grades. So what about if you did better than you were hoping? And actually now you're thinking, I could do better than my firm offer place. You don't have to accept it. So it's best to think ahead. What would you do if that was the case? Dream scenario, you actually did better than you thought. So you've considered scenarios. How can we set ourselves up? Let's talk about clearing. You need to look at it now. Don't look at it tomorrow. Everyone's going to be looking at it tomorrow. Look at it now. Make a list. Find some good places that you think, actually, I could go for those. I think I could get into those. Look at what's available. Get some tabs open. Make a list. Get it ready. Do it now when you're not emotional and upset about your grades. Okay? Because doing it without that emotion will help you think a lot more rationally about what you can accept as a clearing place and what you don't think would be right for you. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2. Number 1, scenarios. Number 2, look at clearing now. Number 3 is find out about what support you can get from your school and from your college. There are going to be trained people there available to help you on results day. Find out when they're going to be there, how you access that support if you need it. You don't want to be running around tomorrow asking people, where do I go? Who do I go to? What time can I go? All of that stuff. You want to be ready. So find out about the support. Number 4, get yourself ready in case. In case, remember, this is just planning for worst case scenarios. It's better to do it now. So the next thing you do is you make sure that tonight your phone is charged. If you've got a laptop or a tablet or something like that, make sure that is charged. Get your charger ready. Take that with you, okay? Because You don't want to waste time getting the bus home and then going on your laptop. You don't want to run out of mobile when you're trying to phone a university and ask about a place or ask whether you're still able to get in. Okay, it could be on hold. Lots of people are going to be phoning at the same time. Take some snacks. Nobody wants to be hangry when they're on hold and they're feeling upset about their grades and worried about their future. Okay, take some snacks, take a drink, charged phone and a laptop if you can, or something like that. Just it's easier to look at things online. And the last point, and this is going to sound super crazy, and I only thought of this one today. It's not in the blog post that I wrote, but with the laptop and everything else, make sure that you have all your logins saved and that you know how to get onto UCAS and how to get into your email and that you know where your stuff is, where your details are. Because if someone asks you a question, you can't log in to check. You're just going to be kicking yourself so much. So don't rely on the fact that 2 months ago you could check into UCAS, right? Make sure that you can still do it. You can still get onto that site now while it's not too busy, and you could phone them if you have a problem, or you could reset your password link. These are not the kind of things you want to face when you're feeling upset and stressed. Okay, so face them now so that tomorrow morning you can walk in and be totally ready for whatever happens. And I hope it is the best thing that could happen. So I'm going to summarize those 5 things. Consider all your scenarios. What are the possible things that could happen? What would I do if those things happen? What would be the best thing to do? Second, if any of those things involve clearing, possibly look at it now to find out what places there are. Make sure that you know what support you've got available from school, from college, parents, whatever. Talk to them. Make sure you've got your charged phone and or laptop, and make sure that that laptop or that phone or whatever has your details ready to go so that you can log in quickly and act quickly whenever you can. And if things do not go to plan, so what? It doesn't work for many people. Many people, their plans don't work. Okay, things go wrong. We end up in different places to what we thought. Actually, this could be a really good thing further down the line. And in 2 years' time, I guarantee you will not be thinking about your university place or your A-level results. You'll just be getting on with your life. Whichever direction it took is going to be the right one for you. So do not stress so much about that. Sense of perspective. 1 year time, hardly going to matter at all. 2 years time, you're not even going to think about it. 5 years time, you won't remember your A-level results. Cool. Good luck.